The public school systems in the United States are free, yet sadly worth nothing more than that. Why is this? Well, there are many reasons that this is absolutely true. In the olden days, almost everyone went to public schools thinking nothing of it. Now, at most public schools, there's actually fear instilled in the children just to walk in the classroom. Kids and teens have had the tendencies to bring weapons to school with intentions of hurting someone, or maybe just for self-protection. The real question is why this only happens at public schools and never private. What is the real difference in the way the school is run? Is it the fact that they feel some of the other kids might be doing the same thing? Or just for the fact that it has happened in the past? Whatever the reason, there is no excuse for schools letting teens or even kids think this is acceptable in a school environment. One of the main reasons I think things like this happen is because in a public schools, there's such little focus on education that their mind wanders to other things, be them good or bad. And judging by the things happening, it's bad things. Schools have gotten so bad that they have an active police officer on duty at all times, even having to resort to random locker searches with drug dogs. It should have never come to this. So why hasn't our government made it a point to make our public schools better or made sure that the teachers in the schools are really committed to teaching the kids? That's a very good question. It seems that most teachers in public schools just show up to school and try to ignore the kids who act out and eventually give up on even trying to teach them. So they just hand them a sheet of paper and tell them to do it and turn it in at the end of class, or read an excerpt out of a book for their whole class period. In reality, they aren't teaching the kids anything. They're essentially just dealing with them for the day and getting paid for it. It makes you wonder if the parents or if the children even know that they aren't getting a good education. And if they did know, would they send them to private schools? Since most kids who go to public schools have gone to them for their whole lives, they don't know the difference between a good education and hardly learning. Thus, they don't say anything to their parents, and in return, their parents don't question the school system. They assume that their tax dollars, along with everyone else's in the United States, is going towards making sure their kids can have a good education for free. Yet it seems that everyone's tax dollars hasn't gone towards anything but sports programs at these schools, when they should be going towards getting higher paid teachers that are more qualified. They need better teachers that are committed to giving children who attend public schools a just as good education as private schools. There is no apparent reason why it shouldn't be that way. Americans can spend billions of dollars on a war in a different country, but they can't spend enough money to make sure that the kids in their country have a good education to ensure for a better America when the next generation grows up. It's truly ridiculous. I do hope that our government will get on top of this as soon as possible before it's too late and too dangerous for any children to go to our public schools. It's my hope that in the next 4 years our new President Obama will try and turn things around for us, because if he doesn't, any parent that wants their kid to have a good education will be forced to pay thousands of dollars a year on top of their tax dollars for failing public schools.